D-Boy Peanut. Justin.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
We're all here at
There's got going out there.
What you guys tell us what you do there, guys?
I do a couple things. My primary job is to run worldfamouscomics.com, and it's a content-based website. I create daily content. I wrangle a bunch of content providers, columnists, writers, cartoonists, and I produce original programming for the web. And my other job is to, at least I'm trying to be an illustrator. And some of the stuff I've worked on is include Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. I was a sketch card artist for the trading card series. I was also a sketch card artist for Lord of the Rings Evolution and Lord of the Rings Masterpieces. And my most recent work was for Marvel Heroes, and the first trading card set was called The Complete Avengers, which covered the history of the Avengers. And I did artwork for them too, so I did sketch cards that featured characters that were important to the Avengers' history.
Wow, that is cool.
And these are my preliminary sketches. Here's actually one of the actual sketch cards that got inserted.
So that's that right there, and the finished one?
Yeah, this is like, I kind of did this as a rough idea, like what a character, how I wanted to do the character and the layout. And you can actually see how I changed it a little. I didn't like it being so far away, so I zoomed in on him for the final piece. Stuck his hand out a little to make it comic booky.
Yeah. I just thought about that. What are they reaching for? Right there, I mean, I kind of say it's probably grabbing something, but, you know, I just...
What's he punching at, you know? Like,
yeah.
Right. What's really cool? Yeah, I like the sketch cards. They're a really interesting idea. What happens is artists get blank cards, and we put art on them, and we ship them back to the publishers, and they randomly insert them into the packs. And so when collectors purchase the either boxes or packs at the stores, they have a chance of finding the singles, the chase cards, or the rare sketch card.
Oh wow!
So the sketch cards are actually it's a chance for the card collectors to own original art. Oh. And and I happen to be one of those.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That is cool. Yeah.
So that's what I do. I produce World Famous Comics by day, and I'm an illustrator by night. Actually, I'm also a Jedi by night.
Oh, I thought he was going to pull out the lightsaber for a
This is actually a character named Kai Justice. He's named after me. Joe did the artwork and created the character. And he's made a couple appearances in the magazines and comics.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I'll show off my buddy Joe's artwork here.
Yeah.
So here's an issue of Star Wars Insider, and there I am as a Jedi.
That is cool.
And the artist is right here.
Hello.
Smile.
We're gonna get him that. Stay tuned for that one.
Yeah, you can actually get more info from Joe on the character, but
I told him his name, right?
Yep.
Kai Justice.
That is really.
Yeah, yeah. See, some of the people, were existing characters, and they were chosen to just kind of represent them. But actually, I was lucky in that the character is based on my likeness and named after me, so it's kind of inspired.
That's pretty. You are a Jedi.
So, yeah. I could be a Jedi. He's had a couple of cool appearances. There's a small article about him, and he actually gets to survive Order 66. So
one of the only few Jedi to actually survive.
Yeah, so Mace Windu, lightweight, died.
I checked it out, but I wanted to see.
I lived.
Show him your post-66 appearance.
Sure. Here he is. Post Order 66. Now this is the
Crimson Nova.
Yeah, this is the year right after the Battle of Yavin, right? So this is right around Return of the Jedi-ish.
No, A New Hope.
Oh, that's what I meant, New Hope-ish.
Yes.
So it's the first Death Star on the construction.
Our friend Ben, he's gonna know exactly what he's talking about. It's gonna be amazing. You met Kai? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I got that was my other profession. Website producer, illustrator, part-time Jedi.
I think 2 words sum it up: multimedia. Yeah. Check that out, guys. Worldfamouscomics.com. Go there. You'll see it. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
It's very nice to meet you guys. We're here still at PackRat Comics, and we're here with our next artist, Joe Corroney.
Corroney. That's right. Hey. Hello.
I'll pick Corona, and that way I'll get it right.
That's right.
All right, that'll work.
It's okay. It's a treat.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, actually, I'm local here. I'm from in this neighborhood. I live a couple miles down the road from PackRat Comics. Yeah. I'm originally from Indiana, but I came to Columbus for art school. You know, back in '91. I graduated in '96, and I just stuck around Columbus, and I've been doing this. Actually, I started getting published while I was still in art school, so I was doing independent comics. And then when I graduated, I started doing Star Wars art for Lucasfilm for different like games and magazines and stuff like that. So I started about 10 years ago doing Star Wars art, and I've been doing a lot of comic book stuff and Star Wars stuff since. A lot of role-playing game artwork at first, and then I moved more into comic books. Recently I did Spike versus Dracula for IDW Publishing. So if you're like a Buffy fan or an Angel fan, then you'd like this comic. There's some of my Spike and Angel artwork. Also some of my Star Wars artwork here. I do, like I said, a lot of Star Wars artwork. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so and luckily I get paid to do this for a living. So this is a poster I did for Lucasfilm. This is actually a smaller version of it. For episode 3, another episode 3 piece. Some more of my Star Wars art. First, I do artwork for Star Wars Insider. I've done some Star Wars comic books for Dark Horse Comics, and I've also done some stuff for Marvel Comics too a few years ago. So just lots of comic book stuff all over the place. Right now, I'm doing Star Trek for IDW. I'm doing the covers for the new 24 comic book based off the TV show, and this is the original artwork that gets colored and published. So
this one 2006.
I did 6 covers in total, and when you combine all the covers together, they form the 24 logo.
Oh wow!
So if you collect all 6 issues, you can make like a big poster out of it.
And the book came out in 2006.
And there's the last 2
And
covers.
hanging out knows where.
Yeah.
Did you do all the 6? What you said, 6 covers, right?
Yeah, 6
Did you do all
covers.
6 at the same time?
No, I worked on about. I had other stuff going on in between. I did about 1 a month. So every few weeks I'd start another one.
How did you line up the numbers then?
Well, I designed it ahead of time. Like I see what you're saying. Like I didn't draw them all at once, but I figured out smaller how the composition would look. So I designed it ahead of time, but I actually did the finished artwork a few weeks apart from one another. So it was just planning basically. This is some of my Star Trek covers I recently did for IDW. This is for a new Klingon series that's coming out. So that comes out in April. So yeah, lots of Star Wars, a little bit of Star Trek right now, some other stuff like Buffy and Spike, and yes, and my webmaster for my official website, joecorroney.com. You should go there and check out all my Star Wars art and all my comic book art. But I made my friend and webmaster into a Jedi Knight, basically. And so now Lucasfilm actually owns his likeness. He can't do anything without George Lucas's. No.
Does this mean I can't reproduce that?
Yeah, right. Lucasfilm owns his soul now. But now he's been immortalized as a Star Wars character. So actually, a few of my other friends I've done that for. But he's the one that's recurred in other stuff the most, like comics and magazines. So it's been pretty cool to have that kind of fun with it.
You made him infinite.
Yeah,
infinity.
yeah, definitely. So it's one of the perks of the job, being able as a creator to kind of add your 2 cents to something that's really huge. Even just adding a small piece to something that's so universal like Star Wars is a huge thrill. So just getting to do artwork for Star Wars is a huge thrill for me, because I've been a Star Wars fan since I was like 4 years old. So.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you guys. Thanks for coming out. Good luck with your show.
Thank you.
Stay tuned because we got more of the guests and interviews, so check that out.
Thanks.